मेरा नाम हलीमा सादिया है. The purpose of this conference is to prepare ourselves to introduce Punjabi women's role in all walks of life to the rest of the world. We may have demonstrated today even at a bigger auditorium, but we choose to stick ourselves to a very cozy and warm place where like-minded soul could engage. One-to-one and could embark to a bigger mission in terms of creating a widespread recognition of Punjabis across Canada and along the globe. So here I would like to mention that Punjabi actually, as we are global world now, we are global people. So our dimensions are very global. ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਲੋਬਲ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਟਰੋਂਗਲੀ ਔਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਟੌਂਚਲੀ ਖੜੇ ਹਾਂ. ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਤੀਸਰੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਹੈ, ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਔਰ ਫ੍ਰੈਂਚ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ. For that matter of fact, I would like to thank Ajit newspaper, its chief editor R. Apa, her team and World Punjabi Conference 27, Chairman Ajay Singh Chetta and his team. And I welcome NPP Harinder Mali's gracious presence and MP Ruby SAHOTA's lovely message in our inaugural session. Thank you once again for being here, and you're always very kind and generous towards your community. I see the dedication, as we Punjabis are dedicated people. We know that when we want to work, how we want to work, and what we need to work towards. I can see through your presence into the community that how much you care about the people and their contribution towards the society. Thank you very much once again. This session is about Punjabi ladies and their contribution into the Canadian society. We will be showing you a brief documentary about their work in and role into the Canadian system. I will ask MP Mali to deliver her keynote speech after first documentary, which is about the contribution of Canadian Punjabi women into the parliament. वो वालियां पंजाबी औरतां ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਈਆਂ, ਨਾ ਸਿਰਫ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਈਆਂ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ, ਬਲਕਿ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਕਿਰਦਾਰ ਅਦਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਚਾਣ ਦਾ ਬਾਇਸ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਔਰਤ ਕਿਸ ਕਦਰ ਗਹਿਰਾ ਸੋਚ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਕਿਸ ਕਦਰ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ.
We are inaugurating our seminar entitled Contributions of Canadian Punjabi Women in Canada. We take pride to begin with the contributions of our Punjabi women in Canadian political leadership. Bardish Chagar is a Canadian politician who is the current leader of the government in the House of Commons and Minister of Small Business and Tourism and the Member of Parliament for the riding of Waterloo. Chagar was elected as a Liberal member of the House of Commons of Canada in the 2015 Canadian election. Chagar assumed the responsibilities of Leader of the Government in the House of Commons on August 19, 2016, in addition to the responsibilities she already held as Minister of Small Business and Tourism. Ms. Chagar was appointed as the first female leader of the government in the House of Commons by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Her father, Gurminder Chagar, was active in Liberal Party politics and admirer of Pierre Trudeau.
Au nom du gouvernement du Canada, je vous souhaite la bienvenue au 3e sommet international des coopératives. Le sommet a lieu ici, dans la belle ville de Québec. J'adore cette ville. Quel bel endroit pour tenir un sommet. J'aimerais remercier le groupe Desjardins et l'Alliance coopérative internationale d'avoir organisé cet événement.
Hi, my name is Bardish Chagar and I am the Member of Parliament for the riding of Waterloo, and I'm about to take the McLean 60-second challenge. Pen or pencil? Pen. Phone or text? Phone. Sunrise or sunset? Sunset. What is your current state of mind? I am so excited and ready to go. Title of the last book you read? The Malaya book. I can't remember the name though. It was great. Your guilty pleasure when it comes to watching TV? Chips, popcorn, any munchies. Favorite line from O Canada? True, north, strong, and free. The living person you most admire? My father. As Minister of Tourism, the place you'd most like to visit anywhere across this country. Your greatest mentor? Once again, my father. Your favorite motto? Well, Canada's motto, obviously. Your greatest hope for the time you will spend on Parliament Hill to really make this place a better place.
Ruby SAHOTA is a Canadian Liberal politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons of Canada to represent the federal riding Brampton North during the 2015 Canadian federal election. Ms. SAHOTA was born in Toronto after her parents arrived in Canada in the late 1970s and was raised in Brampton. Her father previously was the chairman of the Ontario Sikhs and Gurdwara Council.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Ruby SAHOTA and I'm your Member of Parliament for Brampton North. Vaisakhi is a very special time where we come together with our loved ones to commemorate the establishment of the Khalsa month and to celebrate the harvest and the beginning of the new year. On this auspicious day, from my family to yours, I'd like to extend my best wishes to all those who are celebrating Vaisakhi this year. Thonu sareਆਂ ਨੂੰ Vaisakhi ਦੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Immigrants have contributed a great deal to this country and have built our great nation. So, unlike some comments made in the House today, I think it's very fortunate that we have this bill before us, C6, that intends to improve the access and speed up the access to citizenship, which can help immigrants become successful people in our society. I'd also like to make a comment regarding terrorism that we keep having come up today. Does the minister feel that terrorists, we live in a society that has an excellent justice system, and that they should be prosecuted in this justice system and not be sent overseas to justice systems that may not be as great as ours and not have the security that we have in place?
KHERA is a Canadian politician who was elected to represent the riding of Brampton West in the House of Commons of Canada in the 2015 federal election. Ms. KHERA was born in Delhi, India, and immigrated to Canada at a young age. She attended York University, where she earned degrees in psychology and nursing and became a registered nurse. She was nominated as the Liberal Party's candidate in Brampton West in December 2014 and won the seat in the federal election in the following October.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to wish all celebrating in Brampton West, across Canada and around the world, a very happy Vaisakhi. Vaisakhi marks the anniversary of the creation of Khalsa by Guru Gobind Singh Ji and founding of the fundamental principles of equality, unity, selfless service, and social justice, values that we're all proud to share as Canadians. Sikhs arrived in Canada over 100 years ago, and these principles have guided us in building our country. From coast to coast to coast, Sikh Canadians have helped build communities, fought for equality, served in our military, and have made significant contribution to our economic and social fabric. Today, these guiding principles are conserved by the efforts of many Gurdwaras all across Canada. And I would like to thank the Gurdwara Sikh Sangat in my riding of Brampton West in promoting and upholding these values of Sikhism and making me proud, not only as a Sikh, but also as a Canadian. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today I'm pleased to have the opportunity to stand in the House and acknowledge April as being Oral Health Month. Oral Health Month gives us an opportunity to recognize Canada's dedicated oral health professionals as our dentists and dental hygienists work tirelessly to keep our mouths and teeth healthy. In fact, this week is also National Dental Hygienist Week. Recently, I had a privilege of meeting with the members of the Canadian Dental Hygienists Association and learning about the numerous innovative ways that they're providing frontline services to Canadians in my riding of Brampton West and all across our country. to everyone involved with providing oral health care to Canadians, please accept my warmest thank you for all your countless contribution and wish you all a continued success during Oral Health Month. Thank you.
Sonia Sidhu is a Canadian Punjabi politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons of Canada to represent the federal electoral district of Brampton South during the 2015 Canadian federal election. Before politics, she worked for over 18 years in the healthcare field as a diabetes educator and research coordinator. Ms. Sonia has worked as a volunteer on political campaigns at all three levels of governments, and she also volunteered with numerous organizations.
Today is a great day of my riding of Brampton South. Until today, we only had one hospital for the 9th largest city in Canada. My downtown riding serves as the new home of Peel Memorial Centre for Health and Wellness Campus. It will have state-of-the-art care, including mental health, addiction services, dialysis, and senior care unit, and a family health focus. This facility is a great example of innovation in our healthcare sector and a sign of good things in Brampton. People in my riding know the Immigration Minister is committed to cut processing time for spousal sponsorship and family reunification. Our campaign commitment to eliminate the 2 years requirement for spouses to become permanent residents is another positive step to continue building on our inclusive society. Can the Minister of Immigration inform this House on the work he is doing to help families like those in my riding who agree that we should do away with the 2 years waiting period?
Anju Dillon is a Canadian Liberal politician who was elected to represent the riding of Dorval La Salle in the House of Commons of Canada in the 2015 federal election. Ms. Dillon was born and raised in Montreal and began volunteering for Paul Martin's campaign at the age of 13. For 10 years, she was vice president for youth of the La Salle Federal Liberal Association and was subsequently its vice president.
Canada Day is the perfect time to not only celebrate our wonderful country, but to appreciate how fortunate we are to live where we do. We have based our national identity on diversity, acceptance, and generosity. Our culture is an incredible source of strength that we show the world every day. Whether you take this day to party, to relax, or to move, I wish all of my fellow citizens a happy Canada Day.
I would also like to mention another amazing person, Faith Fields, Neera's mother. Faith raised 7 children by herself and taught them the importance of believing in yourself and working hard to achieve your goals. Mr. Speaker, if you ever find yourself in Phoenix, I'd recommend that you go catch a game, but don't go in August, as Neera will be busy in Brazil with the rest of our basketball team, working hard to bring us the goal.
Ikra Khalid is a Pakistani Punjabi Liberal politician who was elected in 2015 by the riding of Mississauga-Brampton Mills in the House of Commons of Canada in the 2015 federal election. Ms. Khalid was born in Pakistan. She immigrated to Canada in the 1990s and attended York University, graduating in 2007 with a degree in criminology and professional writing.
Mr. Speaker, I spent this summer being amazed and astonished by how versatile, diverse, inclusive, and engaged the residents of Mississauga-Brampton Mills are. Over this summer, together we talked about important national issues like immigration, electoral reform, climate change, and opening our arms to refugees. Together, over 2,000 residents of our beautiful riding came together and celebrated our community at our first annual barbecue. The inclusiveness of Mississaugans is reflected yet again as they gather today to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'ah in Canada. Congratulations. Mr. Speaker, I stand up today to recognize the remarkable people of Mississauga-Brampton Mills, and with renewed energy, I vow to do my part to bring effective representation for all of them in this place. Thank you.
Salma Zahid is a Canadian Pakistani Punjabi politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons of Canada to represent the federal riding of Scarborough Centre during the 2015 Canadian federal election. She holds a degree in Educational Management and Administration from the University of London's Institute of Education and an MBA from Quaid-e-Azam University in Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum. It is Salma Zaid, your Member of Parliament for Scarborough Centre. I am wishing everyone in Scarborough observing this holy month a blessed and peaceful Ramadan. This is a very special time where we can reflect on the values Ramadan reminds us of, including generosity, compassion, understanding, and acceptance. During this year of Canada 150, I'm so proud of the hard-working organizations and people in our community that bring these values to people in Scarborough all year around. And I'm proud to be celebrating the rich culture that Muslim families bring to our community. Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem to everyone in Scarborough Centre observing Ramadan this month.
In our Ontario Legislative Assembly, Harinder Mali and Amrit Mangat are two MPPs of proud Punjabi heritage. Harinder Mali is a politician in Ontario, Canada. She is a Liberal member of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario who was elected in 2014. She represents the riding of Brampton, Springdale. Miss Mali's family is of Punjabi descent and she speaks Punjabi. Her father is Gurbaksh Singh Mali, who was a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons from 1993 to 2000.
Today, we recognize the human rights, social justice, reconciliation, and healing of the events that took place in New Delhi and other cities across India in 1984. They turned their backs not only on the Sikhs, but every Hindu and Muslim family that risked their lives to shelter their Sikh neighbours. The province of Ontario is a place where people see democracy as a way to recognize the past of our neighbours, and the violence that took place in 1984 can only be described as a genocide. While we can't change the events of 1984, we have an opportunity here today to clear the misconceptions that divide the community and the residents of Ontario.
Amrit Mangat is a politician in Ontario, Canada. She is a Liberal member of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario who was elected in 2007. She represents the riding of Mississauga-Brampton South. Mangat was born in Jagroon, India. Her parents were originally from Pakistan.
Hello, I'm Amrit Mangat, MPP for Mississauga-Brampton South, and I want to take this opportunity to wish all of you a happy Canada Day. Canada Day is a perfect time to reflect on the good fortune we all share living in this truly diverse and prosperous country. I wish you and your family a safe and enjoyable holiday and a wonderful summer. Happy Canada Day once again. Thank you.
In previous Canadian parliaments, Miss Ginny Sens, Nina Grewal, and Ruby Dalla happened to serve as Canadian Punjabi parliamentarians.
Number 1 Multicultural Channel. This is TAG TV.
I can do it in Punjabi. Saਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ as your member of provincial parliament here in Ontario, I want to welcome all of our out-of-town guests who have traveled from far to be here. I understand to be over the weekend. You're going to have guests from India. Yes. From England, Pakistan,
it's world conference,
and across the country. So welcome to our beautiful province. After the conference, I hope that you all have an opportunity to see some of the great sites that we have to offer, some of the great places that we have to offer, and that you enjoy your visit here. I know that earlier today I did take an opportunity to extend an invitation for all of you to come visit us at Queen's Park, our Ontario legislature, to take a tour, and I would welcome that opportunity if anybody is interested. So I think it's really important ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ women's conference ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੀਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਨਵੇਂ politicians new younger women ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ opportunity ਮਿਲਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ experiences ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੁਣਨ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ struggles ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੁਣਨ ਲਈ because I know ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ time ਲੰਘਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸਾਡੀ struggle ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ decrease ਕਰਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ but politically ਜੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ struggle there is for women it's not the same as men ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ extra struggle hundi hai to break through certain barriers, to gain that certain amount of respect and to be able to work towards goals. You know, we come from a very male-dominated society. Our South Asian society is extremely male-dominated, and I commend all of you for accomplishing so much in your own fields, because I know that you may be a little bit older than me, and in your generation it was harder because you have families, you raised families, you were able to work outside and still be a part of conferences like this one, still encourage other women and empower other women to do things. I think that having role models, having conferences like this is empowering other women, giving them the opportunity to grow as individuals, to show them that it's possible. And that's been very important to me from when I was first elected. So I first started my elected official career about 7 years ago as a school board trustee. So here in Ontario, we have a board that monitors our public education system. We manage the budget for the public education system, and we set a set of rules and how education is delivered in Ontario. The Peel Board is one of the largest boards in Ontario, and I represented an area in the east end of Brampton. From there, I was given an opportunity by the Liberal Party of Ontario to run for provincial office. And because education was something that bled into provincial politics, it was something that I decided to pursue, because our government is focused on education and healthcare, and these are some of the most important things about being Ontarians, as well as celebrating our diversity. I know there was a clip on a motion that I presented earlier this year, talking about 1984. Talking about some of the things that happened in 1984 and declaring it, and not declaring it so much as recognizing 1984 as a genocide in Punjab. It was important to the members of my community here in Ontario, and this is something that hasn't happened, that we weren't able to do in Punjab or to do in India, but we were able to do it here in Ontario. We're fortunate to be a part of a political system where we have an ability to raise our personal views, represent the interests of our politicians with the support of our parties. We have that opportunity, and we're so fortunate that we don't have to follow suit. We can go ahead and take those things forward. Other things that our government focuses on, and the reason why I chose the party that I chose, is we're committed to people and to everyday Ontarians. So over the last 3 years, I've had an opportunity to be a part of a government that's introduced free medicines for all of our youth under 25 years old. We've introduced free tuition for low-income families. We are actually raising our minimum wage so that everybody can have an equal standard of living. These are all issues that were important to me, and I think it's important to all members so that everybody in this province has an equal opportunity. And that's what our government's been focusing on, working towards equal opportunity for all. Those are the issues that matter to everybody. We don't want to leave anybody behind. And we want to keep in mind that everybody deserves to put food on their table, not to worry about their children, where they're going to get food, where they're going to get medication if they get sick. These are the things that matter. This is what makes you do have to care about what you do, the changes that you're making, and your political career. You can only feel fulfilled or happy with it when you know that you're really helping people. And it's very important to me to help people. So that's where I came from. This is why I decided to pursue a political career. Every day is different. Every day is a challenge, and you learn so much. So ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਦੋ ਦਿਨ ਇੱਕੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ. ਹਰ ਦਿਨ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਦਾ. ਵੀਕਐਂਡਸ 'ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਵੈਂਟਸ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਕੀ ਉਹ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ, ਕੀ ਉਹ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਉਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਡਿਸੀਜਨਸ ਆ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਕਾਕਸ ਨੂੰ, ਆਪਦੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਹ ਲੋੜਾਂ ਆ, ਆਹ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਆ, ਹਾਊ ਕੈਨ ਵੀ ਫੁਲਫਿਲ them. I know a lot of you are from out of town, but Brampton ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਤੇ growth community ਹੈ. So we've been growing really, really fast. ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੁਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ Brampton ਵਿੱਚ ਆਵੇ, ਇੱਕ post-secondary site ਆਵੇ. That's another one of the accomplishments our government made. So what we do shapes the lives of people every day. And when we make our decisions, I think it's so important that we keep that in mind. ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕਰਦੇ, ਉਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਐਵਰੀਡੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਨੂੰ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਕਰਦੀ. ਹਰ ਦਿਨ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਡਿਸੀਜਨਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਇਹ ਸੋਚ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਆ. Thank you so much once again for having me here today, and I hope that you have a wonderful conference for the next 2 days. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.
On behalf of the Government of Canada, it is my great pleasure to extend warm greetings to Canadian Punjabi Heritage Council for hosting a seminar on contribution of Canadian Punjabi women in collaboration with World Punjabi Conference 2017. On this occasion, my prominent Canadian Punjabi members get the opportunity to host enlightened discussions and recognize some of the community's leading figures. To the team of Canadian Punjabi Heritage Council, thank you for thank you for hosting this rewarding event. MP Ruby SAHOTA. I really thank Ruby SAHOTA for sending this. This shows that she recognizes and she feels to contribute with us, to attend with us, but due to her busy schedule, she couldn't manage that.